The Roadside Scratcher. Hey, my Dr. Scary friends. Welcome back to the channel. Tonight's story takes place about 2 years ago. I was driving home from a family reunion pretty late at night. The drive was about 2 hours, and I didn't stay over because I had work early the next morning. Most of the trip was down narrow roads, surrounded by thick trees and overgrown bushes. The kind of place where your headlights only reach a few feet ahead before fading into black. The kind of road that makes you realize just how far you are from anyone else. I'd been driving for about 45 minutes when it hit me. That wave of exhaustion that comes out of nowhere. 1 minute you're fine, the next it feels like your body's made of lead. I fought it for as long as I could, but I knew I wasn't going to make it home safely without some rest. There weren't any gas stations or rest stops anywhere around, so I did something stupid. I pulled off onto the grassy shoulder behind some thick bushes, hoping my car would stay hidden from anyone passing by. It wasn't completely deserted. A car came down the road every few minutes, but it still felt like I was parked in the middle of nowhere. I checked the time. 11:22 p.m. Then I leaned back, shut my eyes, and drifted off. Sometime later, a sound woke me up. A faint scratching. Metal against metal. It was subtle, irregular. I blinked, glanced at the dashboard clock. 11:50. The noise stopped just as suddenly as it started. Too tired to care, I mumbled something and went back to sleep. Then, at 12:40, I woke up again. Same scratching. Only this time, it didn't stop. It dragged along the side of the car, slow, deliberate, like someone testing the surface. My heart started pounding. I told myself it was an animal, maybe a raccoon or a stray dog. But something about it felt wrong. There was rhythm to it, intent. I slowly turned my head and looked into the rearview mirror. For half a second, I saw it. Something dark, low to the ground, sprinting away into the trees. It was too fast to make out clearly, but it definitely wasn't an animal I recognized. That was enough for me. I started the engine, headlights slicing through the mist ahead, and took off down the road. As I came around a bend maybe 100 yards up, I spotted something that made me slow down. Another car pulled over on the side of the road. Its driver's door was wide open, swaying slightly in the wind. I eased off the gas and crept closer, scanning the darkness. No one was inside. The car looked abandoned, until movement caught my eye. A man stumbled out from the shadows, running toward me, covered in blood. His clothes were torn, his face pale and wild. He was screaming, waving his arms. "Help me! Please! For God's sake, help me!" I froze. My instinct screamed at me to drive, but something in his voice, pure panic, real terror, made me hesitate. Then, before I could decide, I saw it. From behind the man, something huge and fast burst out of the tree line. Its shape was wrong. Long limbs, hunched back, glowing eyes reflecting my headlights. It let out a guttural snarl and lunged. The man didn't even have time to scream again before the creature grabbed him and dragged him back into the dark. His hands clawed at the pavement, his nails scraping the road, leaving dark streaks behind. That was it. I slammed my foot on the gas and tore out of there so fast I barely remember the next few miles. My hands were shaking. My chest felt like it was collapsing. I never saw that man again. And I never stopped on the side of a deserted road again either. Moral of the story: don't ever, ever sleep on the side of a deserted road, unless you want to live just long enough to tell the tale yourself. If you liked this story, there are more waiting for you. Subscribe if you dare, because next time, it might not just be a story.